Good morning. Hello, hello. Can we get a little volume on this microphone here? Hello. Good morning. Waving to everybody. How's everyone doing? Good. It's a lovely day. Another hot summer day here. Let's see. We don't have to do this silly phone announcement anymore because you're getting a visual image as to what you need to do with your phone. So please shut those things down for the next couple hours. And I will do the same. And there we go. And I am solo today. There's no drums. There's no other person around. Sue-Ann is going to help me with stuff. But what I need you guys to do is right now is clap like this. You can stand up just like Maria did and clap a little louder if you can. 1, 2. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful day. this beautiful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This wonderful day. This wonderful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing day. This healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This joyful day. This joyful day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Sue Ann. All right, for stepping up. And Chris, and thank you all for being here, being present, being in this space where we're going to agree to open our hearts and open our consciousness and dive deeply into the Olympic pool of spiritual growth. Right? You ready? Okay. Hello to those of you joining us online, YouTube, Facebook. We're glad to have you here. If you want to say, hey, I'm here, put it in the chat, then we feel like we've got a conversation going. All right. So I'm Reverend Victoria Loveland-Coen, and to my left is the wonderful Oswaldo Mora. Yeah. The shamanic representation himself. And he is going to start by lighting the Divine Light candle. And I request that you just give a moment to honoring that sacred element of fire. And then we say together our opening invocation, which, oh, look at that. It's right there on the screen with that beautiful graphic. I'm so excited. All right, let's take a moment, breathe into our heart center. And together, there is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God, the good omnipotence. Breathe that in. Really feel this energy. Remember, this is principles 1 and 2 we talked about. One power. We're expressions of it. We have access to it when we align ourselves with it. So it is.
So it is.
I surrender. I trust and I know. As I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I surrender. I trust and I know. As I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I fall into the arms of love.
I invite you to keep your eyes closed, holding that presence, being one, beginning with you. Today is August 11. Number 11 is inviting us to see deep inside of myself. What is it that I am? I don't know. That's the only thing that I know. I'm seeing myself, and I see every single day something different. Sometimes I consider myself successful, powerful. Sometimes not. But today I realize that is still me. And whether I accept it or not, I am a divine creation. And that's what I accept. From wherever I feel I am a divine creation. And that is the truth that sets me free. I am a divine creation. That's what I am. Pay attention to the center of your chest. Pay attention. Place your hands in your heart and feel yourself. Feel that energy that is the life in you that is divine. Today can be the day that you realize that you always had you. You always been in you, with you, holding you, supporting you, guiding you. And as you are a divine creation, everything is in the place that it has to be. Breathe. Breathe and accept that. Accept that you are a divine creation with divine power. We're going to hold that for the next 2 minutes in silence. As you feel your divine presence, in you, within you. You are connected to those who has a place in your heart, in your life. Now is a good moment to connect with them and share what you are. You are divine. Share your divinity. You are abundance. Share your abundance. You are power. Share your power. Share with those that you keep in your heart, knowing that as you are, they are divine. Breathe and feel. Breathe and feel. Keep your eyes closed while we pray the prayers in our box.
We call upon Spirit's understanding to bless every request in this prayer box. We unite with these people in love. We support love's guidance, directing all understanding of what they need, what they desire. And we see them resting in this peace, being open to this understanding of love's ever-presence, ever-guidance, ever-nourishment in spirit. And so it is.
So it is. Take a deep, deep breath. Little by little, come back. Knowing and recognizing yourself and seeing each other. Turn your face and you will find beautiful faces as yours. Connected, supported, guided, always in the same divine power that we are. Wow. How are you?
Terrific.
Yeah, that was fantastic, right? Wee! 25 years of doing this in shamanic ways is pain, you know? Finally. You see, I told you, my dear, be patient. So now we're going to go with, I guess, the vision and mission is, oh yes, of course. Please, a round of applause for our community. Let's celebrate. And we have our AV team, audio and visual. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo! You see, this is part of our vision. Our vision. We envision the divine light awakening in all. Our mission. We center in peace and love. We connect in our hearts with others. We celebrate our journey toward wholeness, and we empower others to experience their magnificence. And so it is.
And bright matter. Where did they go? I guess they evaporated for today. So it's just me up here. 2 weeks ago, I was on this sitting here, and after I left here, I went to Richmond and I played a gig, and then after that, I drove to Rehoboth Beach and I played a gig, and then I drove back home and I played a gig on Wednesday, and then early on Thursday, I flew to Ireland, And then I was in Ireland, and 36 hours ago I was still in London. So the gig last night went pretty well. So just to give you a little experience of what I've been doing. So I've been traveling around. I'm a little less centered than I might be. But I don't pontificate a lot. Well, yes, I do. But I'd like to tell you guys, I'd like to tell you two stories. And then I will say that when I sing this song, I hope I don't get weepy. So when we go to Ireland, we don't go to Ireland. We go to Ireland. And so we are in the middle of Swinford, Ireland, which is in the middle of County Mayo, and we're having our lunch, right? And this is a very small town, not much bigger than this area that we're looking at. And we're having lunch, and I can see this Middle Eastern couple. She's got the wrap, the head wrap, but it's not covering her whole face, and otherwise they're dressed very snazzy, right? So they're clearly, you know. And I'm watching this couple, and she is talking to that, and he's doing this. She's going at him like that, and he's talking. And this is going back and forth, and I'm looking at it, and I'm trying to figure out. And the gentleman catches my eye, and no offense to anybody, women or men, but the look was the universal husband look. It was like, I am getting my hat handed to me here, and I don't know why. And I could clearly see that this guy was, and so we caught our eyes, and he just kind of smiled, and I kind of smiled, and it was like, it was universal bonding, right? This is in the middle of a town that's no bigger than this space, and I'm looking at a man who cannot communicate with me verbally, but visually, we had, and I was like, oh, I feel so bad for you. And we smiled, and then when he left, he waved at the door, and I waved at the door and gave a thumbs up, right? That was hilarious. Now, the other side of that story, we are clearly a Western couple, my wife and I, and so we're walking through London, and I can see this family of, they're dressed in the full burqa, and her eyes are open, and she's got her kids, and her kids, something's going on. And I'm looking at it, and I looked at her, and I smiled, and her eyes just shot at me. And I went, I don't know. Then I turned away, and I walked away, and I was going, what was that? It was rage. She hated me, and I could see that in her face because it was so clear. And I thought, yeah, I would hate me too, because it was that morning that school got bombed. And it was like, those two experiences to me just juxtapose the world. We are all the same. All of these people are trying to get their kids to do things, and their wives are giving them the what for, and their husbands are being jerks. I mean, it's the way the world works, but it is so universal, and it makes me so mad over here that we just don't see that, and we don't get that, and I am profoundly sorry for that Palestinian family in London. Sorry. Anyway, I needed to share that. It was a very profound experience. All right. Now, my alter ego, Daniel Ahmad, he writes a lot of cool songs, and this is one of his cool songs. When I watch the news, it makes me cry for all of the anger I see. So many souls believing the lie that hatred is all we can be. So I take a chance to offer my prayer, to whisper the truth. And I believe today is the day that my message gets through. That we are all children of the God of love. We are all meant to be instruments of peace. There's no us or them, for the question becomes, where do we start? How do we feel so much pain? The answer is clear. We open our hearts and let love wash away all the stain. 'Cause peace in our time begins with a smile, with one open hand. And I'm there with half of the world, will surely understand that we are all children of the God of love. We are all meant to be instruments of peace. There's no us or them for a friend. We are all the same. There is only one. Everyone is born in God's name. Sometimes it seems so useless to try, so futile to dream. But remember, the power of creation is what we believe. 'Cause we are all children of the God of love. We are all meant to be instruments of peace. There's no us or them for a friend. We are all the same. There is only one, and everyone is born in God's name. Everyone is born in God's name. I'm sorry for breaking down.
Don't ever apologize. No, you're being very authentic and real, and we all feel it, right? We all feel it. And you know, we've begun our study of the Unity's 5 principles. Why? Because we want to understand on a deeper level what this is all about, who we are, our world, how it gets the way it is, how we get the way it is, and how we can maybe make it a little better. That's really the whole point of this study. And these beautiful 5 principles that Unity has formulated help us understand it and put it in context and get it clear so that we can have more of a concrete way of understanding these abstract things. So last week we began, and this is all based on Ellen Davenport's The 5 Principle book. How many of you are in the book study group, one or the other of the book study? Oh, look, that's great. Good. And you can still join. There's the Sunday morning with David and Dolores Wednesday afternoon. Thank you. So we can really dive into this. All right, so last week we reviewed principle 1, which is God is all, absolute good, everywhere present. And the second principle is that we are that. We are an expression of that divine one. Okay, so you ready to pole vault into principle number 3? Pole vault into the gold in principle 3. Okay, ready? We are co-creators with the one. We are co-creators with the divine one. And I love how the author sort of begins by explaining that humanity is an ever-evolving species. You know, all of life grows and changes and evolves, including we human beings. We are an ever-evolving species, right? And, you know, she quotes Elizabeth, let me get her name right, Elizabeth Sattouris, I think, who wrote a book called Earth Dance. And she says the human race is still in the adolescence phase. We're kind of stuck in an adolescence phase, and we are having an adolescent crisis. Oh my God. You're so uncool. Not cool. That's not cool. They started it. No, they started it. Really? I hate my hair. Who am I? Okay, spill the tea. What crazy thing did he say this time? Recognize us? We are in this adolescent phase, all of us, right? But the good thing about the human species is that we can grow, we can evolve, we can review our lives and our past and what we've done and learn from that and change and make a decision to do it differently. We can make a decision to live differently. And she says that the darkest of human behavior can move us to compassion and to our highest self. I think that's what you were feeling, Chris. The darkest of human behavior can lead us to compassion, and it leads us to call forth the best in ourselves and in each other, right? So the next phase of our evolution is to understand, really understand our innate creative ability and to use it wisely. And I think on the whole, we're beginning to learn this. We are beginning to learn that our thoughts and our beliefs and our feelings are powerful in changing, in shaping our experience. And I think, you know, sort of globally, we are transitioning from victim to victor. Remember, we talked about that a few weeks ago, the stages of development. We're moving from victim to victor. Now, not everyone, obviously, not all corners of the planet, but there is a trend upward. And we can see that because some of these things are becoming commonplace. Some of these ideas like your thoughts create your experience, thoughts are things, change your thinking, change your life, visualize your goal manifesting, you know. Almost everyone has heard about the law of attraction these days. And you can see, like, really wonderful athletes. How many of you are watching at least some of the Olympics? There's some really great stuff there. And when you see, you know, the cameras get so close up into their faces. You can see their pores. You know, it's like back up a little bit. But you can kind of see their eyes before they run or they do their routine or they do an event. They are focusing. Sometimes their eyes are closed and they're doing deep breathing. I've seen that. And then sometimes they're focusing and you can see they're sort of tracking. Sometimes their shoulders move. They're tracing their steps. They're tracking their event before they do it. They're rehearsing it in their mind's eye before they do it because they know that works. The successful completion of this. They know it works. So yes, our thoughts, what we see in our mind's eye, are powerful in creating our experience. And in general, you know, we are moving into the direction of understanding that. But until we do, we're creating by default. So basically, the predominant thoughts of our of our consciousness, of our mental atmosphere, is reflected in our experience. And so we want to become aware of what is in our consciousness, what is that atmosphere, and be a little more intentional about where we are with that. And you know, the thing that a lot of people kind of miss when they're talking about how our thoughts create our experience is that it's not really our thoughts per se. It's where our thoughts take us. It's the feeling tone. It is the feeling tone that creates an energy or a vibration that then attracts like vibration. So Davenport says, in recent decades, we have learned, this is on page 64, in recent decades, we have learned that feeling has more to do with creating our experience than thought. It operates as a field of energy. Imagine yourself as a tuning fork. Your feelings in any given moment set up a vibrational tone. The universe picks up the tone and hums along, amplifying the sound. If you're vibrating with joy, you will experience more joy. And if you're vibrating with misery, you'll experience more misery. Your vibration is reinforced no matter what. So it's how our thoughts make us feel and how much we allow those feelings to get into us, into our skin, and how long they kind of stay there. That creates the energy that is reflected in our experience. And thank God, right? I mean, imagine if everything we thought manifested immediately. What a mess. God. Of course, it'd be pretty cool if what you were thinking is, I'm going to win the lottery, or I'm going to find my soulmate, or somebody's going to give me a beautiful new car. That'd be pretty cool. But probably not so much if you have a fearful thought. You know, you fear you're going to be diagnosed with some horrible disease, or a loved one would get into an accident, or something like that. I mean, fortunately, those momentary thoughts that pass through our mind don't have much power. It's really about being intentional with the thoughts and then building them up enough so they create a vibrational energy. So imagine with me, here's a little experiment we can do. Imagine you've started a new business. You've started it's like a client-based business. And you spend time in meditation, visualization, you're envisioning that clients are coming to you and they absolutely love what you have to offer, and they are absolutely feeling so joyous and so grateful because you're giving them something that's making a big positive impact in their lives. And they are so excited, they're telling all of their friends. And people are coming to you and they can't wait to pay your full fee, and your business is expanding and you're becoming more abundant, and you keep this feeling tone elevated and you hold on to that and you do this over a period of time on a consistent basis. You are creating this energy, and guess what? The energy must manifest. This is all energy. It's all vibration. It's all energy. And you do that enough, and then you couple that with taking action based on your inner wisdom, and there's no stopping you. Now you're working on all levels. So that's the idea we want to have in mind. And you know, all of the masters, Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, all of the gurus and wisdom teachings throughout the ages have told us that we have a power available to us, a tremendous power to transform our lives and transform the world if we use it responsibly, if we use it we learn to use it correctly. Now here's the thing. The energy is neutral. The power is neutral. It doesn't care who uses it or how. It is neutral. Like as it says in Matthew, the rain falls on the just and the unjust alike. So it is we who create the form that this energy flows through, like water that flows through an ice mold. All right, so here is my little exhibit 1. I ordered this cute little mold, ice cube mold. I'm going to open this up. Here we go. I'll take this one out right here. Those of you in the first few seats, what shape? Can you see what shape that is? It's a heart. Yeah. It's a beautiful heart. And then over here, see if I can get this one out. Can you see what shape this is? It's a rose. Yeah. Isn't that cool? Same water, same H2O. It's the same substance, different forms. In the same way, the divine energy flows through the mold of our consciousness and takes the shape of our vibrational tone. This is how it works. This is how it works. And I know it sounds easy. And sometimes it is. Sometimes it is easy. You've probably all had experiences where things manifest, like you felt like really good about something. Kathy was just telling me a beautiful story today. You'll have to talk to her afterwards about, being in that prayerful energy and something manifested immediately. You probably have all had an experience like that, right? Sometimes our long-standing issues that have been with us a while have some subconscious patterns that counteract our conscious intention. So we want to pay attention. We want to become aware of what those are. And I want to talk about 3 things today about what we can pay attention to there. The first is our focus. So we want to focus exclusively on our intention, what it is we desire to have. But most of us alternate between focusing and meditating and feeling really good and envisioning the thing that we want, and then alternating that with focusing on the current lack of it in our life. Anyone but me do that? And it's understandable, particularly it's a challenge to affirm well-being and wholeness when you're feeling sick or in pain, right? Or affirming infinite abundance is flowing through you and into your life when creditors are calling. That's a challenge. So next week, we're going to talk about one of the ways, very effective way, that we can address that we can overcome that. So make sure you're here next week. Secondly, we want to become aware of any self-sabotaging underlying beliefs. So on the surface, we can say that we intend to be healthy, wealthy, peaceful, and loved. But deep down, do we really feel worthy of it? Do we really feel worthy of it? A lot of us don't, for whatever reason. Sometimes it's parental, programming, or it's religious guilt, or it's, for many of us, it's just the guilt of, well, who am I to have so much good when these other people are suffering? Right? So it's so important to cultivate self-love and self-acceptance. And while you're doing that, accept that for someone else. You can always affirm the highest and best for other people. and send them love and hold them in that same energy as Waldo was doing with the meditation when we called forth the people that we loved. We're sharing that energy, right? So we can all have it, right? So the third thing is contradictory beliefs. And say, for example, maybe we want to manifest a brand new job, a better job, a higher paying job, or maybe we would like just a more abundant, lifestyle. But underlying, there may be some inward judgment around rich people, right? Thinking them maybe they're so selfish or greedy or corrupt even. So that and it may not be conscious, it could be like deep in there's some judgment. And so what happens is that all the good that's trying to get to you, it's like you put up a fence, it's repelling all of the good, no matter how many times you say, I am abundant, I am abundant, I am abundant. It's like can't get through that wall. Or maybe you are praying for and affirming a committed, loving relationship, and you're working on that, but underneath, there are some beliefs of fear, like, am I going to get heartbroken again? Or maybe I'm going to lose my autonomy. And so that fear then, it gets mixed signals. You're sending mixed signals to the universe, and it doesn't know what to do. So on all of these things, we just need to become aware, become conscious. And you can do this through several different ways. Journaling is a good idea. Deep meditation, connecting with your inner wisdom, asking questions, dialogue with a spiritual coach, other ways to we want to become aware of what's inside here, deep inside, so that we can shift it and then align ourselves purely with the intention. Okay, so let's talk for a moment or two about the collective experience, creating our collective experience. Because yes, we can create our individual experience in our individual lives, but we also contribute to the collective because we are all connected in this universal collective consciousness. We are all connected, and we contribute to it with our thoughts, with our feelings, with our feeling tone and our vibration. We're all creating it together. And so things that seem to be out of our control, the economy, wars, pandemics, natural disasters, well, we didn't create that, of course, individually. And certainly we didn't intentionally create it collectively. But collectively, we add to the vibrational atmosphere. The collective vibrational atmosphere, which has an effect in the world. So we can choose to generate a vibration of hope and love and positivity. And we do that and think about what joyous experiences can be manifested together as a people, as a planet. Or we can choose to generate the vibration of fear and hatred and, dread, the sort of, it's all getting worse vibe. And I think we've seen enough of the manifestation of that in the world. Now, those of us who are conscious, who are aware, and I'd say everybody here, we're all in this path of consciousness, we can help shift that energy. We can consciously help shift that energy by creating together a vibration of peace and hope and love together. Right? And every time we meditate together as a group, Every time we do prayers together as a group, every time we do chanting, or really any of the events that kind of we sponsor here, even just getting together socially and celebrating, if it's in an energy of gratitude, dancing and singing and celebrating together creates this vibration, this higher vibration that can uplift, help to shift the collective vibration, which is then reflected in our world, in our experience. And we have seen, studies have been done that prove that this really works, where a percentage of the population who is meditating, the crime rate goes down. The transcendental meditation people have done a lot of those studies. Lynn McTaggart has done these intention experiments, which has tons of people that get together for a specific period of time, and they meditate together, and they send their love and their energy and their peace to a specific location, and you can measure the results of that. Joe Dispenza is doing experiments in this. I think Maria can talk more about that. So it's possible, it's doable, and we can do it. We can do it together and uplift that collective vibration to help heal. I mean, isn't that kind of what we're all here for? We're all kind of been called, yes, to experience the highest vibration that is within us, the highest possibility to reach the highest possibility for ourselves individually, but also to help reach the highest possibility of us collectively as humanity. Do you agree? Yeah, me too. And we can do it. Thank you. Namaste.
All right. Don't know who that last guy was, but this guy coming up here now, he's a little bit happier. Anyway, this is so we are trying to start some things new, and this is another song by my friend Daniel Namad. He's really not my friend, but I would like him to be. Anyway, so this is about changing. This is about bringing hope. This is about being everything new. So bring it on, everything new, everything different, everything true. For I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through with crying, I'm through with waiting, I'm through with hoping against all hope. I'm through with longing for something gone that'll never return. I think I finally learned, so bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. For I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through with grieving, I'm through with dreaming that the life I had is ever coming back. No more wishing on someone else's star that'll never be mine. Yeah, I think it's time, so bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. For I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. Well, I've survived many times before. I'm a broken broken hearts and slamming doors. I'll be alright, yes I will, once more. Again, again, I think I'll rise again. So bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. For I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. So bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. For I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. For I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new.
Wow, wow, wow. Beautiful. I am ready for my next thing to do. What else?
I am ready. Oh, yes.
It's going to be everything new. I am ready for my next thing to do. Sharing my blessings. You know, I have so many options, but I choose the safe one. Traveling with a green card is always guaranteed you can come back. Or if you are not ready for a green card, as I were, you can choose the envelope. And whatever way you choose to do, we really appreciate it because that is what we are, a community that shares. I always say that when I share what I have, I may end up having nothing. But when I share what I am, it multiplies. So let's share the abundance that we are, because that will multiply. So holding in your hands, whatever method you choose, you want to do the prayer. You want to do the prayer? Let's do it. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am. So it is.
Power of love is here now. Power of love is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth.
So at this moment, we're going to share the gifts. And I'm going to ask you to raise your hands because I want you to share this too. Because this is your community as is mine. So being one, we bless this generosity. Being one, we bless every single aspect of contribution to this ministry. We hold this ministry in our hearts, and that's where we share love. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, just welcome anybody who might be new.
Oh, that's... Raise your hand if you are here for first time. Okay. Did you like it? Good. Here, Pat will give you something, and if you fill it up at the end, you will receive a gift. And we invite you to keep coming. That way you will know what's better, and you will obviously decide to be here because we are the best in town. Thank you. So we're going to special music.
We are. We're going to do another special music song. Just a little shout out to Bright Matter who's out there. Guys, missed you today. Probably would have been fun to have you here, so we'll look forward to seeing you back next week. It's been pretty heavy here this morning, I think, so I think we'll still lighten it up a little bit. This is the most light song I could think of earlier this morning when I was going, what are we going to do for last song? Slow down, you move too fast. You got to make just skipping down the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy, ba-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. Hello, lamppost, what you knowin'? I've come to watch your flowers growing. Ain't she got no rhymes for me? A do-do-do feeling groovy, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. I got no deeds to do, no promises to keep. I'm dappled and drowsy and ready to sleep. Let the morning time drop all its petals on me. Life, I love you, all is groovy. Slow down, you move too fast. You got to make the morning last. Just kicking down the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy. Feeling groovy, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Feeling groovy, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Feeling groovy, da-da-da-da-da-da. Feeling groovy, da-da-da-da-da-da. Feeling groovy. I'll just continue rolling on here. All right, it's time for announcements. Here we go. All right, first announcement. By the way, let's just get this out of the way first. This is our new program for the day. This takes all the paper that we have been wasting with our programs and puts it all on one sheet that has QR codes and all sorts of other things in the back and on the front. So, this is our new program. It's going to be it. Please don't take them home, okay? Just leave them in the pockets of the chair if you could. And this information will be available on your phone or your iPad, and probably will be up there. So we have built-in redundancy on information transformation. So that's what we're doing. Anyway, Victoria, do you want to say anything else about the?
Go ahead and do the QR codes to get to the events, the events, ways to give, and any information about the leadership here, or anything else you want to know. There's a QR code for everything.
There's a QR code for everything. You heard it here. All right. The 5 Principles book study. It's not too late to sign up to participate in a book study group. Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice? See you there. There it is. I think it's pretty self-evident. Starts at 9:30 on Sundays. And sign-up sheet and more details are on the back shelf. All right. Cool. There's number 2. Join Brian Reeser to celebrate the August full moon with a touch of the Druid traditions this Saturday, August 17th, from 7 to 8:30. You can go to the website at unitychapelhill.org for more details. And there you can see the lovely screen for that. Pick a Party fundraisers. Maria, did you want to speak to this? You may. Maria, you may speak to this.
It's so good to be home. Nice to see so many of you. Right. So, talking about raising vibration, talking about coming together in community and in love and sending that joyful, loving energy out into the world, I would like to share with you the multiple ways we can do this as community and at the same time make it a fundraiser, another vibration raiser for our beloved community. Pick a Parties are events that you, if you feel so called, create and organize. As of today, we have 3 Pick-a-Parties that 3 people have stepped up and will be hosting. Our first is Rev Anna. Next Sunday is actually hosting a Salsa Blast dance party where she'll be teaching true salsa dancing. There's a potluck as well. So please go to the back of the room, put your phone on the QR code, and register for this event and join us. There she is. Yeah, she's lovely.
And I'm going to be going back to Unity Center of Peace on August 18th. I'm going to be doing the talk on the 4th Unity principle, which is prayer. And then right after our fellowship time, I'm going to be doing a dancing class. I'm going to teach you some of the salsa, merengue, and different Latin rhythms that are definitely gonna create a fun time. And most of all, it's going to relax you and give you the opportunity to connect with others. I look forward to seeing you then on Unity Center of Peace on Sunday, August 18th. Namaste.
Wonderful. And if nothing else, the opportunity to laugh. At ourselves, perhaps. But yeah, anyway. Okay, good. 70s Disco Dance Party at the end of the month, hosted by our own Debbie Hall. And then we have Reverend Victoria and Dana are hosting a dessert party at their home in September. So join. This is fun when we all join stuff. If you're new to the community, I can tell you from experience, these are the kinds of events where you get to know people properly, and it just becomes then more of your place, and it's a really fun thing. So please participate. Barnsley.
We've got one more.
Oh.
Woo-hoo! It's going to be a pizza, paint, and play art party on August 25th, right after the service. And everybody will take a little birdhouse with a cute little mosaic roof. You'll be able to create that and take it home, and also some embellished glasses. And I'll be providing the pizza and everything.
How amazing. And just so for those of you on the streaming service, we have a pizza, paint, and bird party where we're going to be decorating birdhouses and eating pizza. So that's happening on the Sunday the 25th. So Sunday afternoons, lots going on here this year, hey? Do you feel the difference compared to last year, what we were doing on Sundays? Yeah, anyway, it's good. Last opportunity, big one. Are you called to host a party? Are you called to host an event? It can be a meal at your home. We used to call this the Love Feast, and we used to just do people used to host a meal in their homes. We've taken it into a broader appeal now. You can do whatever you like. If you've got any thoughts, talk to Reverend Victoria or Debbie or myself, and we'd love to get you on the calendar. We're going to run these pick-a-parties through the holidays, so we got lots of opportunities. So please consider, what's your gift to bring to the community? Thank you. Appreciate Yeah, back wall. And please don't run away if you see myself or someone else coming towards you with a clipboard after the service. It'll be okay. Yeah, thank you.
All righty. Continuing on, the UMass Annual Fall Retreat, the 2024 UMass Annual Fall Retreat, Making a Difference, Merging Head and Heart, will be held September 17th through 20th at the beautiful Lake June, Alaska Retreat Center. Go to unityretreat.us, that's unityretreat.us, to reserve your space. Early bird registration ends August 12th. That would be tomorrow. So early registration ends tomorrow. 3-minute prayer. If you need a prayer support for any concern, our prayer partner, who today is Joy Bell, will be happy to pray with you after the service in room 102. That's the ministry office down the hall on the left. Online viewers can email to prayer@unitychapelhill.org for a prayer request, and our prayer partner will call you back and pray with you over the phone. Please include your phone number in your email. Okay, our beautiful flower arrangements today come from Catherine Smart, and she has a dedication here. Catherine Smart dedicates these flowers to the beautiful, enriching community that brings us joy and great awareness of our divine nature. That is all love, all healing, and all powerful. So thank you to
Thank you.
Today's deeper dive is going to be held by Dolores Branch in room 103, which is the room on the right at the end of the hall. This is an opportunity to gather to discuss takeaways from today's talk. Bring your coffee and snacks and join us for a deeper dive in today's Sunday message starting at 12:30. And finally, join us for coffee and snacks at our Fellowship Sacred Cafe right after the service. It will be outside and inside, I suspect. And so that concludes today's announcements. Oh, no, it doesn't. There are cards in the office for each of the children that have been coming through, I guess, for the services. So they would like for the congregation to sign these cards. So if you have a chance at the end of the service, the cards are in the office, correct? Okay. And that concludes today's announcements. All right. And now, let's invite the children in. Ready?
Ready.
I am the radiant light of God. I am, I am, I am. I am the radiant light of God. I am, I am, I am. The health of God, the strength of God, vitality, energy, vim of God. I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am.
Good morning. How y'all doing? Sweet. I'm Shannon, YFM director. Today we continue talking about the power of will and how we can choose things. Today we gave and we connected that to the principles, the third principle. Today the children requested to walk through the path and the labyrinth and trying to listen to utilize principle 1 and listen to God and the nature and surrounding us, and then also trying to utilize principle 2 to say, like, okay, where is God in ourselves? And super fun. We're going to continue to look at the power of will and going forward. What else? I've got projects in mind, but I'll email and talk to you all later. Big thanks to Jaleesa for helping out today, and thank you all.
So we're going to bless our children. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate just where you are. And we behold the Christ in you. Mwah. Mwah. Thank you very much, children. Thank you very much. The promise of our future. So, are you ready for the prayer of protection? Please stand up. There you have it in your big screen. Feeling in your heart, the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all agree. Let me be with my family in perfect harmony. Let peace begin. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyful vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, let it begin with me.
Hi. If this video has inspired you, opened your heart, expanded your consciousness, filled you with hope, empowered you in some way, we encourage you to support what we offer here at Unity Center of Peace by making your donation now. And thank you.